Good morning, welcome to Morsels and Motors and a momentous day in the life of this, my 1985 Volvo 340. Why is it momentous? Well, today it's going to Liverpool. Doesn't seem quite so momentous, does it? We're having a little convoy drive up the M6. The reason there's a convoy drive is that Bjorn is staying in Liverpool because on Monday he's going on a ferry. Ireland? Belfast? No, nothing so domestic. It's going to New York, obviously. Yes, Bjorn is going to New York, and I'm not going with it, because as you may have noticed from the previous video where I did a bit of fixing up for its MOT, I don't really use this car. It's done 28 miles in the last 2 years, which is really not enough for any car, let alone a variomatic Volvo, which is what this is. Needs a bit of use to keep it happy ticking over. So through my lovely friend Jim McGill, who many of you may know from the world of Twitter, I have found a new owner. Obviously for intrepid world traveller Jim, the fact that the new owner lives in Vermont is not an issue, and Jim has simply arranged for the car to go on a transport ferry to New York on Monday morning. So why does a guy in Vermont want a Volvo 340? Well, it's because they were never sold in America at all, and this 340 has the DAF Variomatic transmission, which is the original transmission that the cars came with. So it's incredibly quirky, really, for a mid-80s hatchback. Well, I think it's about time we get going and hit the road to Liverpool. Well, here we are, we're at Liverpool Docks, and this is the last time I'm ever going to see this car. I'm a little bit sad, actually. I've had this car for 10 years. I paid £385 for it, so it's done well. Bye, Bjorn. And there it goes. Its last journey, under my ownership, on the British Isles. Finding the right buyer for a car like this is quite difficult because the Volvo 340 has a very niche market, most of which is made up by people who want to use them for racing or drifting or doing unspeakable things to them. So the appeal of a very standard, very original car like this is quite limited. So I really wanted to make sure that when I sold it, it was going to the right sort of buyer, or the right buyer.
Sean has probably handed you over to me. I'm his friend Jim, so I'm doing the roving reporter part. We're here in Vermont and we're with the new owner Chris, who has a collection of strange Volvos. He's got an 850 that's made in Canada. He's got a 780 which is made in Turin, Italy, and now he's got a little Volvo 340 which has been made in the Netherlands. So it's the Volvos that are not from Sweden collection in northern Vermont. So Chris, are you very happy with your new purchase?
So far, it's here. It drives. Nobody seems to care about its existence.
Oh, tell me about your 340 experience.
Well, I don't know. It's different. It's a very different car than what we're used to. It's what I would like to say, it's very poverty stricken. with its manual steering and its carburation manual choke. And I did find out that the belts for the CVT share 2 different snowmobiles up here, so securing those should not be a problem. It's terrible in the snow with these tires, and I don't know, it's not very fast.
Chris seems quite happy with his purchase. No, really is. That's just what Vermonters are like. But he did tell me that when he went to pick it up at the docks, it's a pretty hectic place, and you know the people who work there have quite a caustic personality. So there's a woman there who pretty much is Carla from Cheers, and she's always screaming at people that you're in the wrong line or you brought the wrong paperwork. So when he went to pick up the 340, she got really agitated that he was going to drive it off the lot, and he kind of pressed her to ask why was she so annoyed. She assumed it was a bulldozer or a backhoe because Volvo 340s don't exist in the United States, so her first thought was it's construction equipment. And then she found out he was from Vermont. She was like, you're going to drive a backhoe to Vermont? Well, I hope you've enjoyed following our little jaunt across the Atlantic with Bjorn, the Volvo 340, one of about 5 in the United States. So we'll hand you back now to Sean in the UK.
Well, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope that Bjorn has some good adventures over in the US with his new owner Chris in Vermont. I will catch you soon in another video. Bye.